it, not a knockdown. He went down of his own accord.
Well, that's stunning to me because I thought he went down to stop the assault. But in the scoring of the fight, it won't be a knockdown. And Mayweather grinned over at us as if to say, what a fight. And now Corley's back on him and landing big shots.
I never expected this. But, you know, the way it's going, I don't think it's going to go to 12 rounds.
Hard right hands by Corley. 2 in a row. Mayweather took him very well. Going back with his own shots. Big drama in Atlantic City. Floyd Mayweather trying to supplant Roy Jones atop the pound-for-pound list and playing a game of Russian roulette with DeMarcus Corley. There's blood coming from Floyd's nose. There's blood coming from Corley's nose and mouth. That was a big right hand, and Corley took it reasonably well. Comes back with some body shots of his own. What a 4th round.
5 seconds.
That's the highest contact round of Floyd Mayweather's entire 32-fight career.
It was a good, exciting round, but if I had to put my money at this point in time, I'd still go with Mayweather.
All right. Fight smart. Don't worry about trying to bang with the motherfucker. Fight smart. He already hurt. Yeah. Floyd, listen. Don't worry about trying to keep getting
Everything right. Everything is right.
You give me some basketball.
Yeah.
He is tired, Chuck. Next time you hurt him, change speeds and jump on his ass. You want this fight?
This is a fierce round. Give Corley credit. That right hand stunned Mayweather. And now give Mayweather credit for pulling himself together to take control later. And there was another, a left hand shot. Mayweather hoarding his strength. Looked like he came out the stronger fighter at the end of the last round.
Indeed, he ran to his corner after all that and seemed anxious to get back in there. Whereas Corley looked a little weary in his corner between rounds 4 and 5. Mayweather definitely the pressure fighter now in round 5.
It seems to have been able to think better under these kind of conditions, which is interesting. But, you know, he's been a more active fighter as compared to Corley, and that makes a big difference.
Switches to a southpaw stance. Lands a vicious left hand. Goes back at Corley with 2 more shots to the body. Floyd Mayweather fighting all the way tonight. Straight right hand again, landed flush.
Most fighters who have the kind of quickness that Mayweather has are content to stay outside and use their speed advantage.
Well, I think he wanted to make a point tonight. He came here to really prove that he's the best pound-for-pound fighter. He wanted to look impressive tonight, even at the risk of possibly being knocked out.
Let him out.
We have to remember that Corley is about the 8th or 9th ranked junior welterweight. He's not one of the elite junior welterweights, but he's fighting very tough here tonight.
Well, few fighters have as much incentive as DeMarcus Corley. He must feed his own 7 children and the 7 children of his deceased brother Michael.
And he's making about 5% of what Mayweather is making tonight. Mayweather making over $3 million, Corley $150,000, and Corley is fighting as hungry as a fighter can fight.
Step back.
Great body shot by Mayweather. Sets up a right hand that stuns Corley again. DeMarcus Corley again hurt. Gets in one right hand off the ropes. Mayweather trying to finish it right now.
But you know, Marcus comes back with these shots when you least expect. So even though Mayweather's landed very good, he's still got to be awful alert and being very careful all the time still.
Corley showing courage and stick-to-itiveness against a guy who's whacking him repeatedly with the right hand. DeMarcus Corley, to his credit, still chasing. Yes. Oh, look at the brilliant body shot. Right hand by Mayweather nearly folded Corley up.
They folded him up because it was low.
I thought it was right on the belt line.
Well, the referee didn't.
Well, the referee didn't think that was a knockdown 2 rounds ago.
Don't get caught when I keep using his jab. Keep the right hook in there, okay? Deep breath. Now listen. Boxing. Okay. You punching his ass anyway. You gonna get his ass down the stretch. The fight ain't in 1 round, 2 rounds. Too much talent. Yeah. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Handle your business. Okay. Listen. Floyd. Yep. Keep fighting.
You wanted more than him, champ. He been champ before. Time for him to change over, champ. All right. Come on, man. Let's go. When you get inside, remember, hard uppercut. He's trying to whip. He's trying to whip.
Here's Mayweather lining up his right hand. That is not a real hard punch. It's not a punch that was thrown with his body behind it, but it was an effective punch.
Well, most of his right hands are more arm punches than body punches, but he's so quick with them that the effect is devastating anyway. Mayweather 23 out of 56 by CompuBox count in round 5, and as you can see, he has so far won every round on Harold Letterman's scorecard. Mayweather from a southpaw stance where he's been effective throwing power punches.
Mayweather got instructions from his corner.
Again, it's not a knockdown, despite the fact that Mayweather landed a left hand.
Roger Mayweather, his trainer, instructed him to box this round.
That's a question that I wanted to ask Emmanuel. Can a fighter go back to boxing after committing himself to this kind of a brawl for 5 rounds?
Once you get in the rhythm of a war like that, it's very hard to get out of that. You know, it gets in your blood there, and you can't change up. But at this stage here, the fight can go either way, because Corley is still throwing hard punches when he does punch. He has no power has went out of his punches. Mayweather just seems to be a little sharper, a little bit more comfortable in there, probably because of the activity level. But nevertheless, anything can happen in this fight.
Mayweather is going back to throwing his jab, which had been missing for a couple of rounds. Straight right hand.
Well, his mindset is to fight tonight. I don't think he wants to box. Even if he could win the fight easy by boxing, I don't think that's what he wants to do.
I agree. I think he's here to put on a show. And what a show it's been so far. A risky one, though. Floyd with a grin on his face as Corley corners in.
I got you. Okay, let him out.
Mayweather's not punching with power now. When he throws his right hand, it's more just like a right jab. I don't know whether it's because maybe he's just trying to go for the punch right now, or maybe his right hand is
Let him out.
Could be one of the reasons that Uncle Roger, his trainer, told him go back to boxing.
Yeah, because he's not punching that much with power.
If the hands are hurt, he won't be able to fight the same fight he's fought up to this point. Or it would seem unlikely, and now Mayweather begins to back away from Corley's assaults.
But Mayweather's very good at that, landing the ropes and rolling the shoulders and turning around. That's something he masters.
Don't hold the rope. That's twice. Come on, let's go.
Esteves warning Corley not to hold the ropes and try to box Mayweather in.
That's good.
Unquestionably, Floyd Mayweather has lost some of his sharpness in this round.
5 seconds.
And we're halfway through a scheduled 12-round fight still to come between this fight and the taped broadcast of Tarver Jones from last week. Oscar De La Hoya will join us live from Las Vegas. Bernard Hopkins live from Miami. We'll talk about their doubleheader coming up, HBO pay-per-view on June 5, and the possibility that those two great fighters match their records, their pride, your amazing commitment to the sport against each other this September.
Stay first. Crowd.
Yeah, good fight.
Don't stay outside. Crowd is there.
I think that's the understatement of the
Very
year.
good fight. You know, everybody's figuring that Oscar doesn't have much of a chance, but I give him a very good chance.
Well, then there you go. So if you give him a very good chance, then not everyone is figuring that he doesn't have much of a chance. Because Larry gives him a good chance also.
Well, you know, Oscar's been in a lot of super fights, and he's got extremely fast hands. And he knows how to win those
And a
decisions.
great deal of savvy.
And a lot of guts to when he has to.
Well, he shows that, on the surface at least, just by wanting to fight Bernard Hopkins.
Keep it clean in there.
CompuBox numbers in the 6th. Mayweather 23 out of 51. Corley 10 out of 59. And Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim. 60-54, 6 rounds to nothing, Floyd and Mayweather Jr. Jim, I gotta tell you something. We talk about the 4 points which we score. Effective aggressiveness is for all Floyd Mayweather because he gets off first. Clean punching, beautiful right hands. And defense, he's got that crosswise